it started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Dickerson. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Complete to the right. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Trojans! Once he got some room, it was over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Curry. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air, it's Dickerson. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quick strike complete. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted this, same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quick completion on the out. Sweet cut there. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. Left inches short. Fourth down coming, and man, did he empty the bag. Spin, juke, jump, jive, you name it. He tried everything. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Got his man quickly, and that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Dickerson. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockney had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push, and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right, we could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From from the gun. The running back looking for room. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And they're not on the same page there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back to pass. It's Dickerson. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Curry. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Back to throw, it's Dickerson. Using his legs to buy some time. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Game will have a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quickly complete. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Wade. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Going deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Pedrino. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw, it's Dickerson. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my keeper...
It's a fumble! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
And off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Here's the handoff. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball?
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
3rd down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the 1st down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Dropping back, it's Dickerson. Snags it over the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. This time it's complete. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Touchdown, Irish! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great mood.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
From the gun, the give, looking for room.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Motion from the wideout. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown USC! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get them to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Dickerson. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job.
There he goes. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. That's caught. It's Godfrey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of... And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a three-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Wants to throw. It's Dickerson. Works the middle. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone, and it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. On first down, here comes this offense. They want to throw it. Got his man. They'll mark it at the 11.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Pulls and fires complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and took it on into the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001, when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job on the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Trojans. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively...
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Touchdown, Southern Cal! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Pedrino. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Back to throw, it's Dickerson. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Lets it go. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
It's complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! Traveler in the entire Trojan nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans of this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here.
Man, it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jewel Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dickerson. Throwing right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna take a shot, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Hauls it in, looking for space. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground and try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, still going. Touchdown USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Pedrino. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers over 350 yards. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming.
Takes it the other way. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option to give.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, sir. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Curry. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air, it's Dickerson. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Off-play action on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Hoping to move the chains, here comes Notre Dame on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.